Welcome back everybody, it's Untitled Chapter, and today we are playing Jhiora Eggs in Historic. So this is a deck built around Jhiora, Weatherlight, Captain, and this is a 4-mana legendary human artificer 3/3 that says whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card. So the deck is filled with nothing but artifact spells, which are basically historic spells, and the only non-historic spell in the entire deck is Whir of Invention, which helps us find anything that we need anyway, so that kind of works in our favor. So let's go over the deck. We want to play as many 0 or 1 cost stuff as possible, or things that replace themselves, so we can get the most out of Jhoira's effect. So we have Ornithopter, this is 0/2, we can play it for 0, draw a card. Tormod's Crypt also has an added benefit of exiling your opponent's graveyard, which can be occasionally very convenient. We're also playing 4 copies of Chromatic Sphere. This is a 1-mana artifact. You can pay 1 and sacrifice it to draw a card, and add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. This card is insane, so it replaces itself. It's essentially the same thing as Golden Egg, except 1 mana cheaper. It's just the better version of Golden Egg, which we are also playing all 4 copies of. Then we have 4 copies of Stonecoil Serpent. This is an X cost, but we don't really want to have to play this as a creature. We want to play this for 0 and draw a card. But we can play this in the late game when we have like our board state established and a bunch of mana, and we can just dump into it and make a gigantic Stonecoil Serpent. And then in our 2-drop slot, we're also playing 4 copies of Mind Stone to be able to tap for a colorless and sacrifice to draw a card. And then we're playing 3 copies of Scrap Trawler to be able to return all of our artifacts and kind of like repeat the loop over and over again. We also have Whir of Invention to be able to improvise, so you can tap your artifacts. Non-creature artifacts also help too, so like our non-mana rocks or whatever. So we can tap your Golden Eggs or Ornithopters, whatever have you. So we can tap that. We can cast this as early as turn 3 for a bunch of stuff, and then it helps us find our Paradox Engine, our Aetherflux Reservoir, and our Hedron Archives. So this is what the game plan is all kind of about too. So we have Paradox Engine. This is a 5-mana legendary artifact that says whenever you cast a spell, untap all non-land permanents you control. So the only mana rocks that we're playing in the entire deck are Mind Stone and Hedron Archive. So without these in play, we're not going to be able to go like super crazy with our mana, but we're still going to have some nice turns where we're able to help accelerate our mana a little bit. But if we can get the Whir of Invention or just naturally play these and have Hedron Archive out and Mind Stone, we can essentially go infinite more or less, because casting and drawing cards with Jhiora and being able to untap all of our stuff with Paradox Engine and then dome our opponent for 50, that's the game plan. In the mana base, we have a mix of basics, well, mostly islands, and then we have all multicolored lands and Spire of Industry. This is mostly a blue deck, or mostly colorless deck. We're only splashing blue and red for 2 cards and that's it. So we don't really need anything specific, but we do have triple blue and Whir of Invention's cost, so that is kind of intensive. And then the sideboard, triple negate for against like control matchups and stuff. 2 copies of a Braid for Grafdigger's Cage and Artifact Hate. 2 copies of Ratchet Bomb to be able to blow up tokens and other creature-based strategies and stuff. 2 copies of Sorcery Spyglass against control as well against activated abilities. 2 copies of Bedeem against control to give all of our artifacts hexproof and to give us a draw engine. 2 copies of Storm's Wrath as a board wipe to deal with our opponent's creatures, and 2 copies of Mystic Forge in case we need it to be able to extend our long game against control. And that is Jhoira's Eggs. So let's take this into Historic and see how we do. In our first game up against Lord Akasan. Opponent's on the play, but our betting hand seems a little spicy. We'll take it. Double Sulfur Falls is pretty rough though. I'll just pass. Opponent knows we have Stonecoil Serpent at least. Let's play the Chromatic Sphere and pass. Alright, play the Mind Stone. We'll sack for blue. Doesn't really matter. Try to find a land, and we did not. Oh, that's a little rough. So I'll play out the other Chromatic Sphere, and I think we just pass here. Hopefully if we can find a land, though, we can play our Hedron Archive. And we need to hit Jhiora pretty quick. Alright, Stonecoil Serpent. Might have to play that soon. Alright, so let's sacrifice this. Found a land. And let's play out one of these Stone Cold Serpents. Force our opponent to have to deal with it. And play another Chromatic Sphere. We're up against elves, and it seems like they have a very slow start, or at least a budget-friendly version of the deck, so like no elvish archdruid turn 2 kind of stuff. Alright, so let's play the Hedron Archive, and then if we hit Paradox Engine, we're in really good shape. So let's Golden Egg, see if we can find another land that we did. Alright, so now we'll just pass. We hold up our Stone Quill again as a blocker, and then we can sacrifice the Chromatic Sphere on the end step and draw a card. Try to find some resource. Alright, cultivate for our opponent. They're digging for some lands. Yep, Cronus is pretty good. Cronus is very good. Alright, so it's our turn. We'll sacrifice this for blue. Sweet, we found Jhiora. Alright, sick. So we're gonna play Jhiora. Go ahead and play out our Ornithopters first. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. There's a chance we could get there on this turn. We have absolutely no mana. So we're gonna hold off on attacks. Hope our opponent can't deal with Jhiora. Jhiora, the Explorer. Alright, Grey Hand is cool. Followed by a Galta. That's fun. Alright, so they just get in with the Ronus. So we'll block with the Ornithopter, put that in the graveyard. By all means, guys, get in there. Alright, so block here. I guess we'll block here. We'll take the 3, 4, 3. Well, you can get a Speaker's Cancel. That's fine though. Alright. So this is the turn. I think we get there. I think we can get there. Alright. Mindstone first. Go ahead and play you out for 0. 0 land. That's not what you need. What we need is a Paradox Engine. I mean, we could just get there by casting these spells. Well, Dream Trawler's definitely gonna help, or Scrap Trawler. Go ahead and sacrifice the egg for 1 mana. Scrap Trawler gives us 0. We play Ornithopter again. And our opponent scoops it up. Woo! Man, that was cool. Alright, going into game 2 against Bruno x Makoto, and he's on the play. He, she, they, them, all of the above. Our opening hand is okay. I think we can keep this, and we have the Word of Invention, so we might be able to use this to full effect and tutor out something crazy. Alright, let's try it out. Play our Chromatic Sphere first. And we'll just hold up the Tormod's Crypt. Also, I forgot to mention in the intro, please consider leaving a like and a comment on today's video, as well as subscribe and hit the bell. If you're a current viewer, if you're a viewer already and not subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel a lot, so. Alright, tap land from our opponent, nothing else. We will play this out for a blue, play out our Mind Stone, and pass. Got this, huh? Right, I wonder if this is like a combo. Well, we're gonna sacrifice the Chromatic Sphere now. Draw a card. Right, found our land. Play Jhiora. We could just start comboing off this turn, huh? Well, let's play. Let's draw a few cards. See what we get. Another Jhiora is really cool. So that means we can actually go crazy this turn. If our opponent deals with Jhiora on their following turn, we have the means of following up. Play out our Tormod's Crypt too. That might be good against their particular strategy. And we'll pass it up. That was a good turn for us. We just drew like 5 cards. Alright, Uthakaya. That's kind of a bummer. It's going to take out our Jhiora, but we do have the replacement. Another Uthakaya. And this one's taking out the Ornithopter. Fair enough. Alright. Play the Sulphur Falls. We don't really need the mana necessarily. Yeah, we really wouldn't have been able to play much of anything else that turn. Regardless. I mean, I could have Mind Stoned. Tapped the Mind Stone for another Mind Stone, and then I could have played Jhiora. But it's a little bit of a draw for not much gain, I guess. Mythos is good. Damn. Keeping Jhiora on the board against this player is going to be hard. He might just beat us down with Kethis, honestly. Alright, so 4, 5, potentially 6. So we can tutor for a 3, 4 cost. What can we grab with that? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the paradoxical outcome. Really want to get the engine in play. Let's play Golden Egg first. Alright, Tormod's Crypt is cool. The 3. It still really wouldn't matter, huh? 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. Yeah, we'll play that tapped. Play out the other Golden Egg. And we'll hold up the Tormod's Crypt. Now we can tutor up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can tutor up the paradoxical outcome, or paradox engine, and still have mana to play a Mind Stone afterwards. Depends on what we draw. Okay. Alright, so we grab the Paradox Engine. Float, float. 0. Float. Sack. Alright. We're kind of still on the same boat here. Golden Egg draws us a card. Hey, there we go. Alright, so we can sort of get there. Alright, sack one of these, draw a card. Alright, so there's another Word of Invention. That's cool. Alright. So that was a pretty cool turn. We got a lot of stuff in play. This Word of Invention is most likely going to find our paradoxical outcome. Even though we just dumped our entire hand, it kind of doesn't matter. We are dead. Yep, unfortunately we did all that, and Nissa Land just kills us. No bucks. Alright, going into our third and last game against Jhiora, and he's also on the play, but our opening hand seems pretty good, despite it being a one-land hand. We can't keep it though. This is better. We didn't have any like reliable means of drawing into any resources either, so I guess we bought on the Word of Invention. Alright, Leyline is cool. So we just automatically can't win. Well, it's been fun, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Going into our last game, we are on the play this time against Decl Augusto. So we are going to keep this hand. We got Jhiora. This is cool. Yeah, there's nothing you can do against Leyline of Sanctity in this deck. Unfortunately. The original build did have like a Thassa's Oracle, so you can win by like milling yourself, but I ended up cutting it, and now it's a regrettable decision, I suppose. Alright, so we're gonna have a turn 3 Jhiora, followed by at least 2 draws. Maybe I should hold off on the draws until I have the rest of the setup. Another land is cool, I'll take that. Jhiora's probably about to get countered. Quench. Jhiora Disruption. Syncopate. Sure. Alright, so it looks like we're playing against, is it Counterburn? Some form of is it spells. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Love to see it. Alright, so if we cast the Tormod Script, we get 1 mana, then we can sack this, draw a card. It doesn't really do much for us this turn. Chemist's Insight main phase seems good. Alright, so let's go ahead and tap this. Draw a card. Yeah, that's really good. That's gonna help considerably, for sure. Alright. Go ahead and gain a couple life here. Tap one. Attack this for a blue. I'll go ahead and do X for 2. Can't use the mana for anything else, really. And we'll pass. So now next turn, we could Word of Invention for another Aetherflux Reservoir. Assuming our opponent doesn't pack any main deck Artifact Tape, which they might. There's a chance. Ooh, shock. Got him. Got my poor Serpent boy. Alright, so opponent's gonna treasure map. How many counters is that now? Just one? Just the one. Alright, scribes one to the bottom. That's not bad. We need to draw some cards. Alright, so we'll tap this. And we'll tutor for 4. Ooh, scrap trawler. That's what I need. Yeah, that's definitely what I need. Alright, so Ornithopter. And then we tap this again. Sack this for mana. Ooh, so close. You know, let's pay 3. And then let's go ahead and pass, because we can't win that turn anyway. We can Word of Invention for another Aetherflux Reservoir. Or we can just use all of our mana to go crazy with Scrap Trawler. Buy back all of our artifacts and stuff. Right, Shimmer possibility. Opponent's digging. I'm not really sure what our opponent's playing. Whatever it is, it's given us plenty of time to set up. So thankful for that. Alright, so they're making treasures. So this is a treasure deck. Alright, it's our turn. We drew a land. Not super good. Well, let's go ahead and sack this, draw a card. Get back a Chromatic Sphere. Play said Chromatic Sphere. And we'll actually Word of Invention. Word of Invention for Hedron Archive. Alright. So we can get in for 6. And we definitely have it next turn. If our opponent doesn't do anything, we for sure have it next turn. Alright, they got the Treasure Cove. Treasure. Opt for our opponent. You're no fun. No fun. No fun at all. Alright, we'll take the Mind Stone. Opponent's like, damn it, now I gotta dig for more answers. Yeah, you do. Scrap Trawler's an amazing card, my friend. Right, opponent has 4 mana. They could exile their graveyard. I guess not. Alright, so they're sacrificing all the treasures. Alright. Oh yeah, we definitely got there. We certainly got there. Alright, so hopefully our opponent lets us do this. We are very close. 1 life away. Ooh, okay. Well, we did it. Domed them for 50. Sweet. Welcome back to the wrap up, everybody. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. And today in this short little string of games, we went 2-1, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I certainly did. Technically we went 2-2. I scooped the 3rd game, our first last game, because of Leyline of Sanctity, but again, there's really nothing we can do against it. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the deck. If you did, please check it out in Ether Hub down below and try it out yourselves. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed the deck, and if you want to see something else on the arena. Leave a like on today's video and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit the bell for notifications. And that's it for today, everybody. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.